UFO talk really picked up in the 1970s when people started to believe that the government was concealing something in Area 51.
The wreck of the Indianapolis was designated as a war grave,
as well as a treasure trove of documents that we had never seen before.
I'm really passionately interested in war, and if one is passionately interested in war, one can't help like being in it.
Emerging from history's pages, World War II artifacts shed light on a pivotal era that shaped our world. These discoveries, sometimes surprising, narrate tales of courage, trickery, sorrow, and revelation. They vividly illustrate the immense influence of the war. This video explores 15 of the most remarkable World War II finds, giving us a peek at the items that silently bear testimony to history. Number 1. The Enigma machine stands as a hallmark of World War II's mysterious realm of code-breaking. This machine symbolizes the deep impact of cryptanalysis on the war's trajectory. Crafted in the early 20th century by German engineer Arthur Scherbius, it was initially designed for commercial purposes. However, its encryption potential was quickly harnessed by the German military, turning it into an advanced tool for secure communication. The foundation of the Enigma machine lies in its rotating mechanical rotors. These rotors jumbled plain text messages into sophisticated ciphers. Although the machines came in different models, their core operating principles remained consistent. The German military, realizing the device's potential, integrated additional complexity. They added more rotors and introduced a plug board for greater letter permutations. This augmented Enigma's perceived impenetrability, making it a strategic asset for the Germans. It provided them with a cloak of cryptographic secrecy, crucial for operations ranging from U-boat strikes in the Atlantic to movements on the Eastern Front. Post-war, many Enigma machines were discovered and are now showcased in museums worldwide. These artifacts from World War II serve as enduring symbols of the silent battle of codes that transpired alongside overt warfare. They remind us of the intertwined relationship between technology, intelligence, and conflict. Number 2. The Ghost Army. During World War II, amidst the chaos and devastation, a unique deception unit emerged, now recognized as the Ghost Army. While lesser known, this group had a vital part in the Allied success. Made up of a diverse team including artists, actors, and engineers, the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops of the U.S. Army excelled in tactical trickery. Their main goal? Fool the enemy into believing the Allies had larger forces than they did. They employed a blend of visual, auditory, and radio tricks. For visuals, they used inflatable tanks, imitation aircraft, and even mock buildings, giving the illusion of expansive military bases. Auditory tricks included using loudspeakers to broadcast sounds of troops and machinery, while radio tricks entailed sending out fake reports and commands. Though their role was top secret until the 1990s, the Ghost Army had a profound impact on the war, redirecting German forces and saving countless lives, especially in the war's latter stages. Nowadays, the Ghost Army's inventive tactics are celebrated in films and exhibits. There's even a bill proposed in the U.S. Congress to honor them with a Congressional Gold Medal. Through such acknowledgments, the legacy of the Ghost Army endures, underscoring the role of innovation and imagination in combat. Number 3. Yamashita's gold stands out as a captivating puzzle in the tapestry of World War II legends. This tale revolves around General Tomoyuki Yamashita, who led Japanese forces in the Philippines, and the rumored massive stash of gold and war spoils concealed in intricate tunnels and caverns as the war neared its end. The backstory suggests that this vast treasure was taken from Southeast Asian countries overrun by Japanese troops. It was supposedly transported to the Philippines, aiming to eventually send it to Japan. But as the war's momentum shifted away from Japan, the treasure remained hidden, lying in wait for a retrieval that never happened. The legend gained traction in the 1970s when a Filipino locksmith, Rogelio Roxas, declared he'd unearthed a portion of this gold. His subsequent legal clashes with the then president of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos, who said to have seized Roxas's discovery, amplified the story on the global stage. To this day, even with many treasure-seeking expeditions and occasional claims of findings, concrete proof of Yamashita's gold remains elusive. The tale captivates treasure seekers and fuels countless conspiracy theories, Some view it as merely a byproduct of post-war economic struggles and hopeful imaginations. Yet for others, it serves as a dark echo of the significant wartime offenses by the Japanese military. Real or myth, the story of Yamashita's gold adds a layer of intrigue to the multifaceted and often mysterious World War II narrative. Number 4. The Amber Room, often hailed as the eighth wonder of the world, is one of WW2's most captivating enigmas. Located in the Catherine Palace near St. Petersburg, Russia, this 18th-century marvel was the epitome of Baroque artistry. It boasted over 6 tons of amber panels, complemented with gold leaf and mirrors. Yet in 1941, as the Nazis overran the Soviet Union, this gem was dismantled and shipped off to Königsberg. As WW2 concluded and the Allies advanced, the Amber Room disappeared. Despite various theories and extensive quests, its ultimate location remains a puzzle. Though the Soviets and subsequent Russian authorities have deeply probed its whereabouts, answers about its fate, whether destroyed, concealed, or possessed, remain elusive. Yet the Amber Room's allure lives on. In 2003, a meticulously constructed replica, a joint endeavor between German and Russian artisans spanning 2 decades, was revealed in the Catherine Palace. While the true Amber Room's destiny is still shrouded in mystery, its recreation continues to mesmerize visitors, standing as a tribute to the original's breathtaking beauty. Number 5. Führerbunker, in Berlin's core, beneath the city's surface, was Hitler's Führerbunker, a fortified underground shelter where Adolf Hitler met his end. Built as an extension of the Reich Chancellery, this bunker became the nerve center of the Nazi leadership during World War II's waning months. The bunker had various chambers, living spaces for Hitler and his inner circle, meeting rooms, and even a dedicated doctor's chamber. With the Red Army closing in on Berlin in 1945, Hitler, along with key aides and his partner Eva Braun, sought sanctuary here. It was in this bunker, on April 30th, 1945, that both Hitler and Braun are believed to have taken their own lives. Today, the location of the Führerbunker is signposted in a parking area near the Holocaust Memorial. There's been reluctance from the German authorities to dig, or more notably mark the site, in order to deter it from becoming a magnet for neo-Nazi gatherings. While the bunker's tangible traces are limited, its historical weight is undeniable. It serves as a stark symbol of Hitler's regime's endgame and a reminder of the Nazis' world-altering, devastating rule. The bunker's gloomy legacy continues to intrigue historians and WW2 buffs, emphasizing the bleakness of Hitler's concluding moments. Number 6. Bad Arolsen, tucked away in the quaint German town of Bad Arolsen, is a modest cluster of buildings with profound significance. They shelter the Bad Arolsen Archives, or the International Tracing Service, which houses an unparalleled compilation of records related to Nazi victims and survivors. This vast archive boasts over 30 million documents recounting the harrowing realities of the Holocaust, forced labor, and the subsequent displacements of WW2. Initiated by the Red Cross to locate missing individuals post-war, its mission soon broadened to encompass documentation from concentration camps, extermination sites, ghettos, and Gestapo prisons. This vast reservoir of data has been invaluable in historical research, reparation activities, corroborating the fates of victims, and reconnecting families fractured by wartime events. Though the archives remained largely closed to the general public until 2007, mostly due to privacy considerations, they've since emerged as an indispensable tool for scholars, researchers, and relatives alike. Their digitization, which started in 2016, expanded their reach, with projects like Every Name Counts, involving the global community in remembering the victims. Today, the Bad Arolsen archives stand as a profound testament to the horrors of the Holocaust, emphasizing the significance of historical accuracy in challenging denial and misrepresentation. With the passing of many Holocaust survivors, the archive ensures their narratives, and those of countless others, remain alive. A haunting reminder of one of history's grimmest epics. Number 7. Golden Train. The story of the Nazi Gold Train is among WW2's most captivating mysteries. Legend holds that in 1945, with the Allies closing in, a German train filled with gold, jewels, and invaluable treasures was sent from Wrocław, Poland. This fortified and closely watched train is said to have vanished within the tunnels beneath the Owl Mountains, associated with the enigmatic Project Rees, a vast Nazi construction endeavor. The tale gained traction in 2015 when two explorers announced they had pinpointed the train's location in a concealed tunnel using advanced radar technology. Yet Polish officials, after further probing, couldn't validate these assertions, adding more layers to the debate about its existence. While some dismissed the gold train as merely a concoction of post-war whispers and speculation, others believe there's enough anecdotal proof, like first-hand testimonies and Nazi records, to hint at its reality. Beyond the allure of hidden treasure, the legend underscores the massive pilfering undertaken by the Nazis across Europe. Real or not, the enduring allure of the Nazi gold train narrative exemplifies the lasting allure of WW2 stories. It presents an enticing enigma wrapped in historical drama. Number 8. The unearthing of the Dead Sea Scrolls, though not directly tied to WW2, left an indelible mark on our comprehension of ancient history and religious teachings. In 1947, near the shores of the Dead Sea, Bedouin shepherds stumbled upon these scrolls, which included the oldest extant versions of several books from the Hebrew Bible, various Jewish writings, and accounts of life during the Second Temple era. The chaos of wartime initially stalled a deep dive into these relics. Only in the 1950s were scholars able to fully examine the scrolls, revealing their profound importance. These texts shed light on ancient Judaism and the early days of Christianity, reshaping perspectives on biblical texts, religious doctrines, and the backdrop of Jesus' era. 11 caves yielded these ancient scrolls, with the last discovery made in 1956. Modern tech has since facilitated fresh exploration and conservation techniques, leading to more discoveries in the vicinity. Today, the majority of these scrolls reside with the Israel Antiquities Authority and are displayed at the Shrine of the Book in the Israel Museum, Jerusalem, though some are privately owned. Controversies might swirl around their origin and meaning, but there's no disputing the Dead Sea Scrolls' place as a pivotal archaeological discovery of the 20th century, forever associated with the tumult of the WW2 period. Number 9. The USS Indianapolis's sinking, in the last phase of World War II, stands out as one of the most heart-rending events in the U.S. Navy's history. After transporting parts of the Little Boy atomic bomb to Tinian Island, a Japanese submarine targeted and sunk the ship in the Philippine Sea on July 30, 1945. Out of around 1,200 sailors, merely 316 lived to tell the tale, as the rest succumbed to the elements, thirst, and predatory sharks. For over 7 decades, the ship's remains lay undiscovered, its final resting place shrouded in sorrow and mystery. But in 2017, technology teamed up with determination. A civilian exploration group, spearheaded by Microsoft's co-founder Paul Allen, found the USS Indianapolis deep underwater, resting at a depth of more than 18,000 feet. Unearthing the ship offered some solace to survivors and the families of the fallen, serving as a poignant echo of the vessel's doomed voyage and the bravery of its crew. Further study of the wreckage has unveiled crucial details about the ship's last hours and provided an opportunity for its rightful honor in history. Now regarded as a war memorial, there's a committed drive to safeguard and maintain the site. As a significant relic of World War II, the tale of the USS Indianapolis remains etched in naval lore, compelling marine experts, historians, and the public with its enduring and tragic narrative. Number 10. The Bismarck, Nazi Germany's immense battleship, stands as a monumental chapter in World War II's naval history. This impressive vessel, with its advanced engineering, impressive firepower, and robust defense, was a major concern for the Allies, leading them to prioritize its neutralization. Its narrative took a dramatic turn during the renowned Battle of the Denmark Strait in May 1941. Here, the Bismarck, alongside the cruiser Prince Eugen, squared off against the British ships, HMS Hood and HMS Prince of Wales. The clash led to the sinking of the HMS Hood, marking a significant naval defeat for the British. Riding high on this triumph, the Bismarck aimed to slip away to the occupied territories of France, yet fate had a twist in store. A well-placed torpedo from a swordfish biplane, dispatched from the HMS Ark Royal, damaged the Bismarck's rudder, hampering its navigation. This mishap rendered Bismarck an easy target for the British naval forces rallying towards it. By May 27th, the British battleships King George V and Rodney, supported by cruisers Norfolk and Dorsetshire, cornered the Bismarck, unleashing a fierce offensive. By the morning's end, the mighty Bismarck was subdued, with some suggesting that its crew deliberately sank it to avoid its capture. In 1989, Robert Ballard, a renowned marine archaeologist, pinpointed the Bismarck's final resting place nearly 15,700 feet underwater. Today, its remnants serve as a poignant testament to the enormity and ferocity of World War II's naval confrontations. Number 11. The Panzer E-8, more famously dubbed as the Mouse, is a unique footnote in the World War II chronicles. This behemoth, a brainchild of Ferdinand Porsche and commissioned by Hitler himself, carries the distinction of being the heaviest armored battle tank ever constructed. Tipping the scales at an impressive 188 tons, the Mouse was designed to breach enemy defenses while shrugging off any counterattacks. It boasted a robust 128mm primary cannon, making it a lethal threat to any Allied tank. Yet its sheer size came with drawbacks. Its limited speed, massive fuel demands, and inability to navigate many bridges posed logistical nightmares. As the war neared its end, one of the Mouse prototypes fell into the Red Army's grasp. Although the German crew tried to render it useless, the Soviets managed to refurbish it, leveraging parts from another prototype. Today, this relic stands proudly in the Kubinka Tank Museum in Moscow. The Mouse, while never a game-changer in the war, remains a fascinating emblem of extreme wartime innovation and the grandiose visions that often drive such projects. Its enduring allure draws military buffs and historians, marking an extraordinary episode in the saga of tank warfare. Number 12. The tale of the SS Geiersapa and its invaluable haul is a riveting chapter from the annals of World War II. This British merchant vessel, brimming with a vast treasure of silver bullion, met its tragic end in 1941 when a German U-boat sent it plunging to the depths of the Atlantic. There, it lay untouched for over 70 years, holding its secrets close. Originally sailing under the British India Steam Navigation Company, the Geiersapa was conscripted by the UK Ministry of War Transport as war raged on. In 1940, it set sail from Calcutta, India, laden with tea, iron, and an astounding amount of silver, approximately 7 million ounces. This hoard, a combination of private and government-owned silver, was bound to bolster Britain's wartime economy. However, fate had other plans. On its voyage to Galway, Ireland in February 1941, the Geiersapa, strained by fierce storms and dwindling fuel, lost contact with its convoy. Spotted by the German submarine U-101, the ship was torpedoed and sent to a watery grave. Tragically, out of 85 souls on board, only a single survivor endured, reaching shore after a harrowing 13-day lifeboat journey. Fast forward to 2012 to 2013, an ambitious salvage operation, employing advanced deep-sea tech and remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, managed to reclaim over 110 tons of the sunken silver, making it the most significant shipwreck treasure recovery ever. Today, the saga of the SS Geiersapa captivates imaginations, merging history with the marvels of modern technology. As it sheds light on a poignant maritime episode, it intertwines with the broader fabric of World War II, reminding us of the untold treasures and tales that still lie veiled in the ocean's vast expanse. Number 13. U-boats. The legacy of World War II is etched deeply by the tale of German U-boats. These menacing submarines were a force to be reckoned with in the Atlantic, causing havoc among Allied ships and jeopardizing essential supply routes. Yet as the war progressed, the Allied forces honed their anti-submarine strategies, and many U-boats met watery graves, standing now as eerie remnants of their once feared reign. One such discovery was the U-869, found off New Jersey's coast in 1991. At first, it was mistakenly identified as the U-85. Not until 1997 did the real identity of this sunken submarine emerge. Puzzlingly, its final resting place was far from its expected patrol area. After exhaustive research and perilous diving expeditions, a shocking truth surfaced. The U-869 had tragically been felled by its own torpedo, showcasing the risks submariners faced. In another gripping chapter, The U-576 was discovered in 2014 near the Bluefield shipwreck, a vessel it had once attacked and sunk. Both sites remain largely untouched by time, offering glimpses into the fierce naval confrontations of the past. Today, these submerged U-boats, now embraced by marine ecosystems, stand as silent tributes to the sacrifices of war. They're not just relics of metal, they're time capsules, providing invaluable insights into a tumultuous period. For history buffs and divers alike, these underwater sites present a chance to connect with a pivotal chapter in world history. As we delve deeper into these sunken stories, we don't just uncover the past, we ensure its lessons and legacies endure for the generations to come. Number 14. The 1947 Roswell event stands out not as a typical World War II relic, but it's deeply intertwined with the era and has spawned countless debates, speculations, and conspiracy theories over the years. This intriguing episode has morphed into a significant cultural icon, influencing both historical discourse and popular culture. It all started when a rancher named WW Brazel stumbled upon an odd assortment of debris on his land in New Mexico. The scattered fragments, made up of metallic rods, foil, tape, and robust paper, were unlike anything Brazel had ever seen. After notifying the local authorities, the military from Roswell Army Airfield quickly moved in to gather the mysterious debris. Now Roswell is synonymous with UFO tales. The town has fully embraced its distinctive historical moment, boasting a UFO museum, an annual UFO festival, and various extraterrestrial-themed attractions, drawing curious visitors from all corners of the world. While the Roswell event unfolded post-World War II, its links to the Wartime Initiative, Project Mogul, and the tense ambiance of the nascent Cold War period secure its place in the extended World War II narrative. The incident embodies a unique blend of fact, fiction, and conjecture, creating an enduring tale of enigma and the unexplained. As we navigate the nuances of the Roswell incident and its surrounding controversies, we delve into a captivating chapter of post-war society and its enduring imprint on popular imagination. Number 15. The SS Richard Montgomery is a lingering relic from World War II, resting just below the waters of the Thames estuary, near Sheerness, England. This sunken U.S. Liberty ship, filled with explosive cargo, is not only a historical marker, but a continuous source of potential danger. Constructed in 1943, the ship was a product of the American war machine, meant to deliver vital supplies to the Allies. By August 1944, it was loaded at Hog Island, Philadelphia, with a staggering 7,000 tons of munitions, including high explosives, detonators, various bombs, and small arms rounds, all destined for Cherbourg, France. Upon reaching the Thames estuary later that same month, the ship was anchored in a designated waiting area. However, due to the weight of its cargo and a low tide, the ship sank into the muddy bed, eventually breaking in half and submerging, with its hazardous contents still aboard. Today, the SS Richard Montgomery stands as a testament to World War II's enduring legacy. Its hazardous cargo poses a constant concern, underlining the ongoing issues associated with wartime remnants. The ship's presence serves both as an intriguing chapter of war history and a stark reminder of the perils of war that persist long after the battles have ended.